Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64Randomizer.com Season 3 Tournament. We're on qualifier number... Oh, that text is totally wrong, isn't it, huh? We're on qualifier number 8. That's not 5. I got the stream title right, but I got the text wrong. Dang old. We got so many qualifiers running through that I've run out of opening bits, so you're just gonna have to deal with this. We're gonna get off the screen real quick. But, we got another fine matchup for you. We got Obiyo versus MikeChamp. Gonna be a good one. I am Lorak. I will be on the mic for you today, and I'm joined by Connor75, the champ himself. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. Excited to finally take a break, commentate one of these, and not deal with the pressure of these massive 50-person races.
I enjoy this chair immensely. Well, okay, I sit in the same chair regardless, but I enjoy this position much more than I enjoy sweating out in watching 9 people finish in front of me while I'm in Diddy phase. It was 8. The number goes up every time I tell the story, so you'll have to deal with that.
You're not even exaggerating.
I'm not even kidding. That qualifier was insanity. Utter madness. Maybe we'll get another insane qualifier today, too. We got a heck of a start, though. We got a nice K-Rule package coming up for us. Good thing we're not going to hit any of these phases, so don't even think about it.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping for no chunky phase.
I don't even think you need to hope. I think it's a given. There's just a 0%er. There's no way it's that generous. Unbelievable. Ugh. We'll see. But this one is ready to kick off. I believe we are good to go. We will send the signal. Inform the people that we are off to the races. Love to see Donkey start with. I think that's underrated. Just Donkey rolling everywhere. That'll just like cut a minute or two off any given seed.
Yeah, although you don't have a high jumper, so people who are used to jumping as Diddy and Tiny might suddenly be thrown for a loop if they're running up to some ledge they can normally jump to, and they're like, wait, Lanky and DK cannot make it.
Alright, I'm in this sentence and I don't like it. Sometimes I'll just like try the long jump and do some tags and just kind of like hope it works out. And sometimes it does. Sometimes you can just kind of YOLO it and it works, but that's not a given. As is tradition in races larger than 2 people, there's some sort of technical issue. But we'll get off to the races shortly.
At least it's not our fault this time.
True. The running bit perpetuated by certain players that are on the right half of the screen might imply that the restream is delaying start times. No. It's just a matter of corralling 40 people together in a room at the same time, coordinating the start at the same time is pretty much impossible.
As seen by our, we attempted to do in-person races at SGDQ, and oh man, some of those were about over an hour late because of how long it would take to like get dinner and stuff. That was a whole other beast.
I can't handle it, man. You can have problems corralling like 4 people together. I can't even imagine trying to get like any more than that.
It'd be like trying to start the race and we're like, we haven't been served our food yet and we're starving.
Oh my god. The joys of conventions and timing and everything.
Which was a great time. So people who, want that unofficial DK64 randomizer meetup, Games Done Quick is honestly the closest you're ever going to get.
I don't know what you're talking about unofficial. It's going to become official when it hits the schedule. For
True.
GDQ, that's a given, for sure, right? Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the Week. I've been saying it for years.
We've been planting the seeds for a year now in at least 8 or 9 runs.
Only the finest. Alright, so we are on qualifier number 8 of 15 for the Season 3 tournament. Players can get score points in up to 7 of the qualifiers. Some people have played all 7 and are already done. I believe some of them are in this race anyway, because it counts for everything. Or any position. The points are calculated based on players' positioning, so you want to play any way to like try and like push people down the leaderboards. If you beat them, then like it affects the scores and whatever. It affects the scores for this race, but your score can't improve. It's a massively complicated system, but the point is that we're just about halfway through the whole process here.
Right, and the storyline for both Mike and Obiyo here is that they have not done all 7, so they can shoot up the rankings with good races here, and not just like placement-wise. It is based on how your time is compared to the other top racers, so they want to get fast times to move up in seeds.
Indeed. Seconds can matter. Qualifiers have seen, I believe it was, or the Friday qualifier we had was an insane amount of retimes, but hang on, this one, alright, we're ready, go, hang on, whoa, timers are moving. Let's fly. Where is the seed going to take us this time? Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm curious about this first batch of hints, because if we see anything path to Chunky, that does mean it's pointing to Hunky.
It's pretty nice, shout out to the 1 seed that had Sprint as the Jape's opening item, and you could have run to grab Sprint and then come into the Sprint cage and do this room with Sprint.
Who would do that?
I felt pretty smart, but that's none of my business. GB in the Sprint cage, Obiyo is opting to go for it. Mike is not. Ooh, we got a tiny potion in the feather cage. It's not feather.
I like going for these early GBs. You never know when like level 2 is like gonna be 5 golden bananas or something, and then this 1 golden banana like allows you to have a way better starting round.
I think from like an opportunity cost perspective, are there faster GBs than that one? Maybe, but it's probably faster than your average GB, so. I did not see the number on Forest, but that's Forest level 2.
I believe it was 3.
3. That is enough that you might think it's possible, given the amount of stuff you have.
But do you want to go to Forest as your first level?
Forest has a lot available early. Without a gun, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If you have a gun, then the mills get a lot better, but I think Forest early isn't all that bad. It's kind of spread out, but there's a lot of easy checks to be had, whether you're climbing the mushroom or clearing out the mills. I guess it's not fast, but...
Wait, are we getting a
jetpack? You on the shop?
No, nice. They're greedy. Go.
No. That was a coconut refill. That's what they wanted. That's all they wanted there. All right, we're not gonna know what jetpack is. That's all right.
Nope. I always tell myself I'm gonna check it, and then I forget and do this exact thing.
I do check it, determine it's useless, and then lose by 5 seconds. So it's just kind of it's a real catch-22 there. You really can't win, honestly. All right, well, Obiyo's gonna get 3. Mike will only have 2. So this is like a really bad like galleon or something. Oh, it's Jungle Japes. We're going straight into Japes. Never mind.
Yep.
That's not a difficult decision. Like having a lengthy chat with a B-Locker, I understand. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Hopefully that didn't come across too weird. I'm taking my notes down. Forgive me.
I'm also writing the notes down. Okay, so we have Fourth Splat inside the Giant Mushroom. Where the Horde? Giant Mushroom inside's Key 2. Foolish 5-door Temple and Foolish 5-door Ship.
Foolish 5-door Temple and 5-door Ship. Okay. Well, that Spring in a Hive Tunnel. We're getting bombarded with info. This is why I go to Japes, because everything is just so dense here.
We do have, Punch is not path to Chunky, which confirms there is no Chunky K roll, so these Chunky starting moves 0%. Are for nothing.
Actually 0%. Factory shops to key 6, so that's just a freebie. But Punch is looking like our item of choice. It is on the path to key 8 and Lanky K roll. And we have Caves on lobbies on the path to key 8 and Lanky K roll. Kind of looking like a Caves Lobby punch, maybe.
Yeah, most likely.
Pretty good spot. And there's one more hint. One more way to horde I think I missed.
I got Galleon Candy DK.
Ah, that's probably it. Galleon Candy Donkey. Alright.
Tiny has a potion on the Japes Funky, so that'll be something to hopefully remember. It is absolutely the worst when you tell yourself there's a potion there and then an hour later forget. I've done it.
It do be like that chunky tiny helm. Alright. Thank you for the check. That is... For all the times I check jetpack, there's another time where I forget to check the helm order.
Alright, 2 medals already.
Oh boy, they're piling up. Rare vanilla GB pickup sound. Very cool.
I've been thinking about, like, is it advantageous to maybe have vanilla sounds in some of these collectibles and, like, know what's coming? I don't know if it really works like that.
Maybe. You might be able to, like, hear some sounds as you pick stuff up. I think there's enough visual indicators that it's not too big a deal, but... I don't know. You're really gonna play a randomizer without random everything? I don't know, man.
No.
No. Couldn't be me. Oh, hello, key 4, out of nowhere. Alright.
Yep, just free key 4.
We'll take it.
Yeah, they are at 3 banana medals.
Okay.
Well, Obiyo cranky now after all of these medals, because I would start to be suspicious.
Yeah, maybe you were like, you know what, I don't need to check it if medals don't turn up. But now the medals are turning up, so now we might need to talk. Speaking of talk, I'll take a rocket barrel on Japes Cranky. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, so far the only K rule we know about is a lanky, right?
Right.
I guess we know it's not a chunky.
We know lanky, we know not chunky. Given we already have trombone, that's a fair compromise. Acceptable. We'll take it.
Oh, was Chunky's just up there?
Oh, he's just in the bonus barrel.
All right, let's see the slope climbs.
All right, you don't have who you might like to climb this with, but here we go.
This is something that doesn't come up all that often because it's very easy to just be reliant on Tiny for these slope climbs, but
here we go.
Obiyo Speedrunner in this game should be able to get this.
Get a nice head start. Use your slaps to kind of get a little bit of an edge on this.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest slopes. Like, there are other slopes in the game that I swear are way easier than this one. This is a tricky one to get. It's pretty precise timing.
Right, I feel better knowing I've done it before. I'm glad you said that. Thank you for... I needed the ego boost after incidents that will not be named recently. But man, that's tough to leave behind. You really want to pick up your Kongs as soon as you can.
Yeah. So Mike did confirm for us jetpack is nothing. I think only Mike checked that.
I like going up the right side of that Japes slope barrel. I don't know if you have a preference on that, but... Oh!
Yeah. I mean, I know you obviously can do both. I think I was better at the right side last time.
We got a
but
yellow
again, there's these
vial.
things where like I practiced it months ago, and then months go by, and it doesn't come up in a single seed.
That's normal. Okay, wow. So forced shots out of Diddy Potion and bongos. Bongos might be pretty important. We'll find out, I guess. But we have a yellow potion on the James boss. And given that we just found bongos, that kind of like takes away one of the more useful moves to find on this boss.
I mean, still 50-50 for useful, because at this point you're thinking high chance of a DK rule if Chunky's already out of the question.
Also, if we're thinking Cave's Lobby, Strong Kong wouldn't be bad to have.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have, not necessary depending on what else you find, but you would solve some problems and solve some hints.
True. I've been in scenarios where I'm casinoing for Ponytail Twirl or oranges or Strong Kong for that one check.
One of like 15 different things to get that item, and it just refuses to turn up. Could be Blast. Blast is like all sorts of important in Season 3 as it turns out. Okay, so that's key 5 in the Isle shop. Okay. James Hillside is dead. Wow. And then, is that 2 Owl Tree hints?
Yeah? Oh, wait, no. Outer Isles.
Right, okay, I misread.
Outer
Coloring got me. I'm losing it. Outer Isles. Okay, we got a tiny K roll. Outer Isles, tiny K roll. Okay, so that probably means that's Mini Monkey in the Outer Isles cage, right? Because it can't be Feather. There's our key 2. Everything's happening all at once. It's a good thing Mike is in a cutout intermission, otherwise we'd probably be losing our minds.
So yeah, that was just the Way of the Horde Kasplat there. That is Q2. That's a shame that was like double hinted Way of the Horde. 2 hints wasted on key 2 there.
Well, good tries, man. Good tries. It tries so hard. It's doing its best. Maybe that just means we don't need a lot of hints to beat this scene. Maybe that's just
right. That's what that means for sure.
We just have a bunch of low requirement things like this Baboon Blast that will solve Donkey K. Rool just on the Japes boss. Although that would get a hint if this were blasting and you needed it, but that's fine. Best I can do is grab.
That is not what you typically want to see.
That is unpleasant. Alright, here's our Kong info. Diddy is bought an Aztec and Tiny is held by a Galleon and Kasplat. Tiny is held by a Kasplat in Factory. I said everything wrong there. Our key 4 hint, no surprises, and Castle Underground has 1 potion. That's a pretty sizable region for 1 potion, which is a little bit awkward, but maybe we can find the potion and just pull it off. Oh, hey, whoa, Featherbow and Cabin Isle.
Okay, well... Oh.
Never mind. Forget the thing that's...
So that is Outer Isles, but Mini could also be Outer Isles?
Maybe Mini is just there. Ooh, yeah. We gotta look at the Strong Kong. We gotta look at the Strong Kong item. It is not anything important. It looks like a blueprint. And Cave's level 3. Easily accessible at 4 GBs. Alright, let's get cracking. I love the key 4 check, even though you're kind of still on the hunt for, like, diving barrels and vines in these first 3 levels. And Cabin Isle can't have it. I mean, GBs are GBs. And take what you get. But Mike having spent all that time in the Japes boss, that, puts him a little bit back, unless this grab turns into something really good.
Right, and it's like, there's so few checks in the game that really need grab. It's, what, the mills part requires it. Yeah,
the one thing that's good about the grab checks is that most of them, you have to have grab. There's just no
I guess
substitute.
You do, right, yeah. DK minecart.
Yeah. The only one that like you can kind of get away with is Factory Lobby, I think.
Right. It's just it's so rare to actually need it.
Yeah. Right. I think this is Mike's first look at all the hints.
Yeah, he did elect to not read hints until batch 4.
It's wild. What's this potion in the cave shops for Lanky here? Sacks. We need that for Helm. Perfect. Pencil that one in. Done and dusted. Let's see that. That purple vial in the Outer Isles is looking better and better. Mini Monkey we really need. Monkey Port we need. Yeah, Monkey Port we need. Mini Monkey we need. It could be Twirl, but...
Yeah, I mean, I love Twirl. It's a great move.
Nothing wrong with having Twirl. Twirl is one of the great conveniences. I liken it to having oranges in your pocket. It's just like utility that's just really, really nice to have.
Like, again, you don't have Tiny yet, so you don't need to rush there and, like, go out of your way for it either at this stage.
You also can't do it because you don't have Tiny, but...
Oh, yeah, true, you don't have Tiny. Never mind.
It's kind of a problem.
Even...
a minor inconvenience. Tiny off in Factory somewhere.
Yeah,
in Factory
which is... So, yeah, it just tell us that Aztec and Factory are our 4th and 5th levels.
In some order. We don't know what order. don't think there's any weird Kasplats in factory either. The worst it could be is climbing production, I think. So, our Kongs are readily available. The believers are looking up good today. If
readily available, just wait for the 30 GB level 4.
Oh, or level 5, yeah. 30 GB level 4, 45 GB level 5.
Yep.
You're in trouble now, buddy. Although with Forest and Caves early, I'm not really thinking the GB counts are going to go too out of hand. Hopefully. They're making fine pace.
Yeah, Mike's sort of retracing Obio's steps.
It does mean you're not getting any tiny assistance for getting chunky, though. You're gonna have to climb that slope somehow to go get chunky.
Right. Yeah, you know a rank stand is in your first 3 levels.
It's pretty annoying, though, knowing that it exists, but... Oof. Thank you, Mike, for checking the Checker Legends. We don't need to sweat about it. Usually you can kind of eliminate that with a bunch of, like, hint synthesis. Like, actually, Feather and Outer Isles might have actually killed it already.
Yeah.
The Checker Legends is it's a remarkably fragile
somehow mini on it, which...
That would be very impressive, given that we have 7 path hints and only 1 tiny tier roll phase. That would be very impressive.
Yeah, that's why I typically don't even check it. It's like, why waste the 5 seconds hitting the switch if I can usually figure it out from hints?
That is a vial in the monkey port igloo. Bonus points to anyone who can figure out what color that is. I think it's clear? But if it's clear, it can't be diving vines or barrel throwing, because Tiny is past level 3.
Right.
So it might just be trash.
I didn't actually see what color, though.
I didn't see what color it was.
Help there.
It's gonna be like yellow, and then we're like way more interested in it, but that's definitely a tough call.
Alright, this is 2 melon igloo, no strong Kong.
But there's a vial, and there's a reward. This is worth every penny. He's clutching. Absolute gaming from Obiyo. Clean for diving! Oh!
Diving!
Huge! Dang, go straight to level 4. Go get a Kong, maybe. He is accelerating. Holy moly.
Like, he has, what, 13 gold bananas, it looks like? And that is... Oh, 11. I can't.
He's skipping lanky.
It's too small on my monitor.
18 to
oh,
get level 4.
18.
That is a little bit high. I mean, it makes sense. It's a level 4. That's not an unreasonable number for level 4. You do kind of need to, like, now reconsider your options. Like, okay, what do I gotta do? I gotta go find where O stand is somehow.
I do like just checking it, because now you know you need to route around 18. Because if you don't check it, you don't really know, and you're playing in this way of, like, trying to think of what is it probably, but now it's like, he knows he needs 18.
Knowledge is power. On top of that, once you get your 18, you can basically run straight into Aztec, because Diddy's in the shops, which means you're going to be basically running through the entirety of Aztec looking at shops, which can get you more GBs, which can propel you into level 5, and on and on and on.
Unless Chunky buys Diddy in Aztec, and you don't know where a rank stand is.
I think Obiyo might be coming back to Japes to pick up.
Uh-oh, he's checking the boss.
Oh, well, I think this boss is getting everybody in this seed. I would not be scared about this one. I think this is a very reasonable commit for just about anybody in this seed to see a yellow vial very early in the seed. Somebody might get lucky and just, like, completely skip this, but I don't think... If you see this, I think you're hard-pressed not to do it.
Because I typically take the same approach, where I may not check the bosses my first trip through the level, but if it gets to be a point where I'm running out of things to do, then you have to do your bosses, and again, like, what better leads do you have right now, other than go out of logic for Chunky?
What leads do we have right now? This is crazy. Are we looking at, like, medals or something somewhere? Caves Donkey Medal. That is doable with bongos and strong Kong. So practically doable, but not logical yet. Caves Lanky, I think, is nowhere close. We need way more help.
Did either of them climb the mushroom?
Ooh, I don't think so.
There should be, yeah, because there's the Chunky Kasplat up halfway up the mushroom.
Yeah. On top of that, I'm pretty sure Forest Donkey Medal is free. Oh no, we need a gun to make it night.
Yeah, no gun yet.
And similarly, Lanky's medal is not quite available. So yeah, none of the medals are available. Actually, maybe Japes. Japes Lanky is a mess, probably out of logic. Japes DK is also out of logic right now. Logically needs one of Coconut or Vines. So I guess it's not a medal. So then, looking at what moves we have, what is our answer? Have you seen the Ice Tomato? Did Obiyo check that? You probably did.
Early. It's just moments like that I just don't look because it's like, oh, that's boring.
Yeah, right.
Surely he did.
If the runner does it, then it's important. But if they didn't do it, then like there's nothing there, right? They saw it and decided against it. Rainbow coin. All right, thank you, team. Our finest spies in chat at it again.
Yeah, I mean, caves and forest bosses too. Well, why not? Don't stop at Japes. Keep checking all your bosses.
I don't think either of them went to the mills either, so it could just be in a crate over there.
Oh,
crate of the turret?
Did they just completely ignore mills? Oh, then yeah.
If I had Chunky, which you know, I'm climbing that slope. I'm winning this seed. I'm going all the way. You take the minecart over to the mills and like scoop up the free checks there. Maybe even peek your grab, trying to leverage that because you have it and other people might not. But then again, it's entirely possible that your bottleneck is O-Stand and that you need to get O-Stand to go get Chunky, and then Chunky has your answer somewhere. Like, we got Punch and Gorilla Gun. There's plenty to do in caves with that.
Right. Alright, Obiyo's back to Forest. This is... Yeah, so what we've been, you know... He had lots of time to think about it during that boss of... and now the grab probably puts Mills on his mind too, so... Yeah. Definitely gonna go over here.
He's not been to the mills yet.
Tries to use the warp, but... Wait. Oh, he has been here because the bananas are not in the tunnel.
Yeah, wait a minute. What did he do? Oh, he hit the crate. That's right. They definitely both ran over here and hit the crate. I'm done.
Okay.
But I guess neither of them can't remember anymore. This is part of the spin cycle where there was like a ton of things to do all at once and I forgot everything. Yes, I think it was like
we're too busy keeping track of the hints.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's possible that Obiyo was trying to like think of something to do for each DK move it could possibly be. Like, okay, I have something to do with Strong Kong. Actually, maybe he didn't. Maybe you don't have anything to do with Strong Kong.
Alright, Mike is also doing this maze. Oh, but
ouch.
Does not make it through.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, that's for sure. Alright, Obiyo settling on Forest Donkey Medal, which I think you are still... No, he can get it if he climbs to the top of the mushroom, so what? What bananas did he get out of logic?
Maybe he after the Didika splat, you jump for 5, and then boom, that's your 45 just by getting those 5 out of logic, I think.
Yeah, I would do it. But the problem is that because this is out of logic...
Yeah, it's not the answer
no,
to a rank stand.
It can't be.
Progression.
Similarly, Mike might be pushing to 45 here by getting the last 5 in the cabins or something, but it's not going to be the answer either because this is also out of logic because he's out of logic for Strong. It's not Strong Kong. Missing Strong Kong. Let me try and make complete sentences. No guns means you can't do anything in Donkey's cabin here, so he is purely going in here to grab a 5-pack just to like try and unpack this mess. Kind of feeling the heat now. It's like, alright, we're running out of options. What's our answer? Is it really the Night Dorka splat? Is that really all we got? Or some bosses maybe? Force boss?
Yeah, give us unhinted level 2 boss.
It's not likely to be the Caves boss for what it's worth, because the Caves boss most likely will require barrels.
Right.
So I wouldn't bet on the Caves boss. Not Donkey's Medal. We didn't think that was their answer. Obiyo might have gotten the dink, so he's running to the boss. There we go. 27 is super low.
Yeah, they didn't have many moves when coming to level 2 for the first time.
Trombone for Lanky's a go out of logic. I think this is doable. It's just kind of annoying without a high jumper.
Oh yeah, it's doable. I mean, we this type of thing is like, oh, we do this in vanilla speedrunning, so obviously it's it's like if you've run the game vanilla, then you know that Lanky can make this jump. We did this before the tag anywhere.
Before times. Oh, here we go. Forest boss. What do we got?
Okay. Oh. Oh man, is
There's
this
no
the
way.
orang stand?
This is definitely O stand, isn't it? Oh, that's.
This is like you have to feel bad because you know like that you're capable of making up that slow, but it is tricky. So going for the orang stand.
Is it really faster to fight Puff Toss for 2 minutes than to slam your head against that slope for 2 minutes? I actually don't know.
I mean, if you haven't done it before, it might take more. Might take you more than 2 minutes. Like. Certainly some people in this race did it, but it is intimidating going for like these out of logic tricks that you have not practiced, and then you know you're on the restream and you want to sit there for 3 minutes failing it.
Maybe I'm just taking a practical approach to it where it's like, yeah, I would do it because it's faster. Like, no matter how long it took, it's faster. Like I don't know how much time I would have to spend on the trick before it becomes slower. It would be minutes. But that's also now with the knowledge of where O-stand likely is. Like, knowing that O-stand is here makes me much more willing to just slam my head against the slope for a while.
Yeah, but like you were already here, you already checked the boss. You know it's Puff Toss because you already did cut out for Gorilla Grab.
Yeah, it's not that slow. I mean, that sucks. That sucks a lot.
Again, we were assuming a rank stand. It can be grape.
Grape is possible, but that just like sends you to the owl tree. All right, well.
Oh, it is grape. So.
Ooh, all right, well.
Okay, so if you're someone who. I don't know. I guess if you assume that a rank stand and skip it, then you're punished for not having grape.
Man, you might do the Japes boss thinking it's coconut, and then it's grab, and then you might do the forest boss thinking it's O stand, and then it's grape. Oh, you know what? Let's also just tack on an ammo belt for good measure. A nice little pile of bait there. Thank you.
Okay. This is why I skipped this seed, because I don't check bosses. That's why I'm just sitting here spewing whatever's on my mind instead.
Dang, that grape is a serious surprise, that's for sure. Kind of felt like an O-stand angle here just to get Chunky, and then Chunky would open up the game some, but not so fast. It seems we're not done yet. Owl Tree area is hinted, Key 8 and Lanky K-Roll, so it's possible this is like an elaborate path to barrels or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be hilarious.
And like a rank stand itself might not be on any sort of path and be only required for getting Chunky this seed. So it could just straight up be anywhere. Mike
opted to get the ammo belt first before checking the boss. He's probably gonna get to the boss in a minute. Oh, what are you? Alright, here we go. Here's the chain. We start with vines. This is looking like our owl tree. And it's tentatively penciling that in. So then how do you leverage vines? Is it actually going to be vines for Helm Lobby? No, it can't be Helm Lobby. It has to be Caves Lobby, actually. Because...
Hey, now your Gorilla Grab is in logic. Because technically you've got Gorilla Grab.
Oh my god. Oh no. It better not be that. Also, it's our first night access, so that's all sorts of spicy. That gives us a lot more options in Forest, I guess. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Lanky Metal is now definitely available.
Very easily, yep. What was I saying? I was saying, okay, so the Caves Helm Lobby hint has to point to Caves Lobby, actually, because Lanky K. Rool only points at barrels right now, and barrels has to be in the first 3 levels, and Caves Lobby is the only one that's accessible in these first 3 levels.
Oh, good observation.
So it has to be Caves Lobby, and
like
because Punch is also
right,
and because Punch is also hinted, it pretty much has to be that guy. But because Owltree is hinted for the same paths, it seems like we need to combine vines with something that we get in Caves Lobby in order to progress. Man, it would
So
be really
sounds
nice.
like we need Chunky.
I was about to say, it would be really nice if we have Chunky right now. Where is he? Where is our O-stand? Not that metal. Ah, come on. Out with it. Mike conceded.
Again, you know Strong. I guess Obiyo knows Strong Kong is somewhere because he's gotten the diving. No Strong Kong has to be in the first 3 levels. So even though this Mills area is out of logic without Strong Kong, it's still like it's close to being in logic because you know Strong Kong is somewhere.
Hey, are you ready for this? Caves lobby splat. He's got Strong Kong. Pick up diving. All right, diving path to.
Oh my.
Diving to get barrels. Good luck. In these 3 levels, that's like nothing. So it's like a random bonus barrel, I guess.
Diving bonus barrel.
Maybe Diddy's medal in Jake's. He's just some insane. No, because Diddy's too late. There's like there are like none diving checks. So let's leave it at. Hopefully, it's not that. Oh, brother. Thornvine Barn. With our grape, we can make it night. We can have a look. What do we got in here? A lot of density we had. Plus vines, so...
Right.
Maybe it is Strong Kong in Caves Lobby, and with vines, we get this bonus barrel.
Again, we still don't know where a rank stand is. We're making all these assumptions, but it's still... Ooh, it still needs a rank stand to get Chunky in the first place, but...
Right.
Potion in here, vines locked.
This could be O-stand, though.
I guess so.
We haven't done anything that requires
Chunky. There's a lot of logic for
lot.
Strong Kong. Then Strong Kong is available without Chunky if this is O-stand.
Oh, gosh. And where the heck could that be? Maybe Training Grounds? I mean...
Caves Boss! We haven't seen Caves Boss, right?
Caves Boss? But Caves Boss has to be a Barrels Lock boss.
Oh,
so we need barrels then.
It does. Yeah.
The Training Grounds is the only thing I can think of. Or the Cremile Grape Cage. There's a couple grape checks out and about. Maybe Jape's Lanky Metal is available? I'm not sure. Oh, that's barrel throwing. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, so that... Wait, so you were right. All that stuff is
So
pointing...
That's
so
Strong
probably
Kong.
Strong Kong in
Caves Lobby.
Caves Lobby. And then Strong Kong also leads to diving, and diving is path to 8. Is...
Well,
Well,
no.
maybe. That's a strong...
I think it's more likely that Barrels is path to 8. Oh, actually, no, wait, you're right. It actually could be Strong as path to 8.
Yeah, it could be either...
It could be... oh, gosh.
No, I guess you don't know.
The problem is that Vines is independently on the path to 8. So, like,
Yeah.
that doesn't have to... We don't need the Vines to get Barrels to point Barrels to key 8. Vines will just point to key 8 on its own, and independently points to Barrels on its own. If we get a Mills to Lanky K roll hint solo... That might clear up some things.
Yeah.
But Strong Kong to diving to key 8 kind of just makes sense, I feel like, because diving is just like, half the time it's a helm minigame.
Yeah, this is something that, might be cleared up when you get more hints. Maybe not worth... Oh, speaking of more hints...
Worst Cranky Diddy. That is the potion that we saw there, but couldn't pick up because we don't have Diddy yet. What else we got? Wow, he left immediately. What did he see? Isles Dirt Banana Horde is way of the Horde. Oh my god. The Training Grounds Dirt. Is that O-stand?
Ooh.
That's O-stand, right?
That... I would think so.
I think it has to be. We're just like out of options here. Chunky can be found by Lanky and Jungle Japes. Haha, very funny. Okay, the one potion in the Castle Underground is on the path to Key 7 and Diddy K roll, so we gotta keep an eye out for that.
Ooh, that's a spicy path.
I think, actually, I can explain everything. That is indeed O-stand there, in the dirt. I think I can explain it. Hang on, hold my beer. There is a single potion in Castle Underground. Diddy K roll, Key 7. It has to be Peanuts, because Diddy K roll, we already have Rocket Barrel. Peanuts locks Galleon Candy Donkey, so Key 7 is in a Galleon shop.
Ooh, that is a bold prediction.
We're done.
Yeah, I guess, but that's not that bold, actually.
I think it's just
Sort of
correct.
has to be. Yeah.
There you go. Job's done. And then the Isle Shop has Key 5, right? The Isle Shop has Key 5 with Chunky.
Yes.
Key 6 is in a factory shop. Key 7 is in a galleon shop. What are we missing? A K rule phase? There's an unknown K rule phase. No, we have Diddy...
4.
Diddy, Tiny, Lanky.
Diddy, Tiny, Lanky.
We're missing Mini Monkey and
Mini.
that's it. No, and
But we have a solid chance of Mini being on Banana Fairy Island still.
Hang on, Vine's minigame. Red alert. What is this? Oh, Vine's minigame for Chunky. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Even if you skipped it, you would have gotten destroyed.
Oh. Wait, which Vine's minigame though? Is it one you could have done with DK?
I think it is, but it is really,
that's still
really
tough.
hard.
Yeah, like. So you have to know how to climb that slope and do the Vines minigame.
Oh no. That is insane. Alright, well I spend 2 minutes climbing that slope and get roasted by a Vines minigame, so I lost again. Pack it in. Alright. I was like, man, I wish I was in this qual, and now I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not in this qual. That would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot.
And again, this is dependent on doing the forest boss for Grape.
Which is a blue vial, which you might think is O-stand. Oh!
And like, say you were amazing. You go out of logic for Chunky. You do the vine skip in the mini game. You still get to the end of your seed, and you don't have vines for Helm if you skip forest boss.
This is pure agony. That is disastrous. I guess if you got this barrel throwing somehow, I don't know how you did this, but I don't know how you do this. Maybe you like get to 18 GBs and just like, you go out of logic, you get your diving from the igloo. Wait, did Mike not get diving? Oh my god, Mike
No,
did get...
he died once to the...
He died once to the left. He might have seen, he might have thought he saw it. That could be a disaster. Hopefully he didn't see that. I don't know.
Okay, we're hoping... Okay, Mike does appear to be going to Altree area.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got his barrels, but like that doesn't like solve any of his problems right now. He's like, where the heck is O-stand? He's coming up on the 18 pack of hints, which will tell him that O-stand is important. And key 5 out of the aisle shop.
18 pack, my favorite pack.
The 18 pack, yep. Right up there with the 36 pack and the 45 pack. We were talking about the seed not needing a lot of hints, but when 4 of your keys are trivially easy to find, like this. Could be
yeah, this had a tricky first 3 levels.
Yeah. This could be, we could be zooming otherwise. Strap in. If somebody got Chunky out of logic too, they might be flying. However, they might fall into trap or like pitfalls we have no idea about. This seed has been a tricky one. Very, very sneaky and very messy so far.
Again, it's perfectly reasonable we might get like a Trough and Scoff path to 8 and Lanky 2, right?
That would be for Grape, right? That's it?
Yeah, for Grape.
So that's fine.
Yeah. But again, that could help solve the seed in case anyone did go out of logic and miss Grape, miss Vines.
Right. I'm trying to think, how do we mess this seed up? What can we put in the underground to ruin our day? Where's Peanut in the underground?
Ooh, true. It could not be an easily accessible place. None of our other path hints have pointed to 7 or Diddy.
That's the problem, is that...
So, can't be Tiny...
Not Punch, which knocks out a couple things.
DK Minecart?
DK Minecart? That would be very
Gorilla Grab is... We know nothing about that path yet.
Indeed. I mean...
Make Castle level 7? Slam Casino. How about that?
Oh,
locked by
wait,
some slams.
You're right, it actually is going to be a level 6 or 7.
Yeah, it is locked by at least 1 slam.
Oh no.
Well, I guess... I mean, it could just be like a splat, and that's boring.
Yeah, but it could be Donkey Dungeon, which sounds innocuous at first glance, but then suddenly we're an hour later not having a slam yet and are scared out of our minds. A slam would do a lot for peace of mind. Remember, I'm remembering that clear vial in the monkey port igloo. I'm not forgetting that. Okay, looking at this minigame, I think this is one that DK can kick around, but it's really hard.
Yeah, this is one that I know I can do a Tiny and Ponytail twirl, but DK is Yeah, this is a hard one with DK, I think.
It is extremely hard. It is very tight. I saw a video of it once, and I was like, oh my god, I'm never doing this. So...
Okay, did we get... Yeah, we got Balloon in Aztec Candy.
Mike taking a minute to admire Chunky in all his majesty, rotating in the air. Don't know how he did it, but I'm not gonna ask questions. I think all this Chunky nonsense kind of threw a wrench in the Believer's plans. That's unfortunate.
He looked so easily available, and then little did you know,
Mike running directly. Mike running directly at Strong Kong, but it might not be Strong Kong, so I think it's worth getting. But yeah, it's Strong Kong. All right, fair enough. Oh, there's Blast. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
What are you doing there? That's just nice to have. And here comes Tiny out of Funky, back at, or Diddy in the very, very back of Aztec. And do you bail and go to Factory immediately, or do you maybe start clearing out the 5-door temple?
Ooh. Do they know how many GBs Factory requires?
No.
I assume they do.
Maybe.
Or Obiyo went up there for Feather. Or no, Mike
went
did.
up there.
Mike went up there for Feather. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Chance to have.
Oh, right. 5-door temple. Foolish.
Oh, that saves some time. That's a nice place. I like clearing that place out, but it is kind of slow. Maybe I just like it for sentimental reasons. I don't know.
Llama temple is decent, dense. You don't have many.
Yeah, without many, it's...
Llama.
I don't think it's that bad, actually. Because you get the crate instantly, you get the fairy instantly. If it is exactly trombone or bongos, you get that check too, and Linky's medal while you're at it.
Yeah,
the free Linky
we always doing it.
I don't think you do matching like ever, but you can check it at least. I don't think it's that bad. You could do the bonus of the O-Stain barrel if you needed to as well. The big problem I see is that because Blast isn't hinted, this is basically just like blindly running in here. It's not likely you're going to find anything useful in here. But if we are looking for density, if we are living in the world where the slam is required.
All right, hear me out. Mike is going to get that required slam here by doing Hunkless. Well, wait, no. Wrong. No, it was in the tiny one. Never mind.
Hunkless.
Wait. So what is this accomplishing?
I don't know.
What was in the chunky one?
You want Chunky's medal? Chunky's medal, the Chunky one had nothing. You just want Chunky's medal, maybe?
Oh.
I don't think this is enough.
Does that really get you Chunky's medal out of logic?
I think he needs a little more. Let's see, assuming you skip Hunky, Barrel's Punch is enough, actually. Never mind. Oh, no, because you need to pick up the large boulder to get the 5-pack inside there as well. I think he needs Triangle or Mini. Or Pineapple to get the medal. I think he's a little short.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no Caves Chunky medal.
Wait, no, he's got it. He's fine, because this gets him to 40, and then the last 5 at the monkey board pad. He's good.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so this is an out-of-logic way to get the Caves Chunky medal with only barrels and punch. Got it.
But it's still out of logic is the problem. So.
Yeah, it is out of logic.
Wait, a crazy camera peek?
It was the Llama Temple looking into Lanky's cage.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that one.
It's actually like really easy compared to other camera peeks that exist.
Fair enough.
So I recommend people go for it.
Alright, so is Mike gonna go back into Donkey's Igloo here? I hope he didn't actually...
He has the Strong Kong.
I hope he doesn't... I really hope he doesn't think he saw...
I hope he remembers.
Well, I don't think he saw what it was. Or the worst case scenario is that he did see it, and... it just... Or he thinks he saw it and missaw it. That Igloo is notorious for that, though, so if there's... There have been a number of seeds that have been derailed by misseen, specifically the items specifically inside that Igloo. Alright, Obiyo remembering, wait a minute, this pretty much has to be exactly something good. me strong calm. There you
Yep.
go. Not bad. I think it's worth going back for, but because it could be something that gets you strong calm.
Yeah. It could have been coconut that gets you strong calm.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's some peace of mind, if nothing else. He's about to get his feather and be really happy to see that. That's a very nice pickup.
Yep.
It solves your outer Isleston instantly, and it puts you on the track to getting the other purple vial in Outer Isles, which is like, okay, maybe it's a double whammy.
So Mike did leave caves and is missing diving.
That igloo is gonna hurt. That igloo will hurt for a while. Did it say 22 for factory?
That's pretty low.
Yep. I mean, it might say 32, in which case get destroyed, but no, that's 22, alright. I'm feeling 22.
Alright, does Obiyo just not read hints and just play in go mode? Because maybe you have the seed solved at this point.
Triangle. Triangle's the one thing that you don't really have a lead on.
Yeah, because that's gonna be an 8 path, and I mean,
And on top of
barrels are
that,
diving.
on top of that, we could get a hint that helps you find key or find peanut. There could be some help here. Hey, look, there it is. It's
Oh
the
my
Kasplat
God,
candies.
it's just a Kasplat.
3 potions in the igloo. Wow. Okay, and there's a
And
whole
you
bunch
know
of
there's
stuff.
only one potion in the castle underground,
Wait.
so it has to be that.
Aztec lobby barrel. Oh, so you're gonna get charge in the underground and then do but also twirl. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
It could be twirl in the underground. Oh no. There's the Aztec lobby tiny barrel is way the horde.
Oh. Oh. Well, okay.
Which is weird because there's two logical requirements for that: charge and twirl. Oh,
Let's hope.
bean sighting. Love to see it. All right, here's help from Mike. Igloo area has 3 potions. Turn around.
Yes, 3 potions.
Go back in there. Alright, so let's see. What else is way the horde? Barrels is way the horde. Aztec lobby barrels way the horde. That's gonna get real spicy real quick. Because Japes Force Lobby's got hinted for Key 7 DK rule, which means what we get in the underground is gonna be one of twirl or charge. And we really hope it's charge, the one that we absolutely need to get that bonus barrel. And we can skip twirl.
Right.
And that would suggest that twirl is not on the path to key 8, so you can safely skip twirl and not get 2% in helm.
Ooh, good call. Who would ever try and skip twirl for helm?
I don't know, man. Wouldn't recommend it. I've heard it can be done, but it is not my speed. Mike is so back. We're so back. Mike believers are up tremendous.
Mike has the hint saved him.
The hint made him reconsider, like, wait a minute. Hang on. He's not going to be feeling great about it, but he's back in the mix. Send him to level 4. He can run right in there and charge through Aztec. Obiyo's already through Aztec and is already into Factory. And there's Tiny and R&D at the 47-minute mark. The believers just can't have anything in this world, man. It's rough. We get a premonition of doom as we pass by a blue slam switch. But
Yes,
I think we may have averted disaster if it is just simply the candy, the splat, and Castle Underground. But it's possible that there's 2 items, or no, it actually is literally impossible. There's only 1 potion in the Castle Underground, and we got a scouring hint for that. So it is exactly there. Nothing else in the Underground matters.
We're assuming that we're gonna get our Chimpy charge there for easy Peanut. Like, if Chimpy charge is unhinted somewhere and Peanut is locked by it,
That would be,
then
what I like to call real bad. We do have some more hints. We have a 36 pack of hints to save us, and we have the 45, the 2 at 45 and the 1 at 50. So it's not over if we don't get Peanut, if we don't get charged there, but it's not going to be pleasant. If we do get charged there, it's looking like a race to the finish. You get Peanut in Aztec Lobby, run to Galleon with it, buy your key 7, get out of dodge. Our shops and factory have key 6, so here comes key 6. Who's got it?
But we can still hope for chaos for triangle, right?
Yeah, triangle could be a mess as well. Unhinted as of yet. Or it appears to be unhinted. At best, it has like a tangential hint, like maybe it's locked by like Punch or Vines or Strong Kong or something.
Yeah, since the Strong Kong was path to 8 and Lanky, but that got you the diving.
Mike's gonna clear out Tiny Temple. I don't think Obiyo did this. And his reward is literal junk. Amazing. Alright, 36 pack of hints here. What do we got? We also need to find Mini, but we have a really good lead on it, so I'm not super worried. Oh, we also need Monkey Port. We do need...
Yeah, I mean, we know that's... I guess... it's probably... Yeah, it can't be Monkey Port in there.
I want to know what that Outer Isles potion is really badly now, because that could cause some problems, or it could solve some problems. Like, if it's Twirl... That causes a lot of problems. No, wait, no. Yeah, no.
Well, it could just be a...
It can't be Twirl anymore.
Twirl. Oh, right, because Feather... Yeah, Feather would have to be only path to Tiny. If that's Twirl, but then that's not true.
It causes too many conflicts with the hints. Here we go. Alright, CBs and Castle are foolish. Caves, Candy, Lanky is on the way to the Horde. That was Sax, I think. Donkey, 5-door glue for diving. And Aztec Funky shared for Diddy, so... Nothing really new out of that pack of hints, which is a little unfortunate. Best we got is Castle CBs are foolish. It is Mini Monkey in the Outer Isles, so... That does help. However, that does open up Feather as a possibility to lock something. Because the hint could be pointing at Mini Monkey instead. But Mini Monkey definitely doesn't lock anything we need. Unless it's a slime. Alright, I put way too many qualifiers on there to be happy with that one, but here we are.
Alright, we are going back for this move we saw like 45 minutes ago. Ooh!
Oh! It's charge here! Are we skipping
charge?
Are we skipping Castle? Oh, baby. Okay, I didn't have this one written down. I'm crazy. I missed this completely.
This is what I was saying, unhinted chippy charge, but it just is in a shop that you've already looked at.
Holy, that's a great pull.
He's just going to Aztec.
Amazing. Yeah.
I know, it's tempting to leave that potion, because you go back to Japes only for an unhinted potion. Is it really like that crucial at this point in the seed when you have a lot of other direction? But
Jape shops are unhinted but have two-way of the Horde items. That's a classic right there. They got Rocket Barrel and Charge for you. Why not? That's wild. Alright, so this is probably Peanuts then, and then you try and press your luck and get into Galleon to go buy Key 7, and then you're kind of just on a monkey port triangle hunt.
I mean, he's what, at 41 GBs with blueprints, so still need to play the game for a bit longer.
Oh man, I have to play that game. Oh man.
Yeah, not go mode at 52 minutes.
Pretty sure the Twirl 2% is impossible as well due to this bonus barrel and the hints, which is nice. Peanut pop guns.
Alright, there it is.
Amen. That solves that hint completely. Alright, I have every single hint penciled in as solved, so... Oh, wait a minute.
Is diving to 8? Or barrels? I guess technically barrels to 8, but...
I know where Monkey Port is. It is... Forest Cranky Diddy that got hinted.
Oh, that was hinted. Yeah, that is written down from way back.
Alright, our seed is solved.
Diddy.
I think. This is not the first time I've declared a seed solved, only get thrown for a loop at the last second, so... I'm feeling pretty good about it, but... Given.
But where's Triangle?
Triangle is okay. Yeah, Triangle is a question mark, but it is the first room in Helm, so you can just kind of get the hint and call it a day. But
Hey, that was a 46 for Castle.
whew. All right, well, you're not going to Galleon then. Never mind. Where are you going instead? You just gotta do density now. Just play the game. I think your seed is solved at this point. Otherwise, you just gotta do things and collect GBs as efficiently as you possibly can.
Yeah, because now you know that Galleon is level 7 and higher, or than 46. At best, it's also 46, but it's probably in the 50s at this point.
Yep. The only thing that you're worried about in Castle right now is that twirl that is logically required for the Aztec Lobby bonus barrel. So I don't think you need to go into Castle at all, unless you want like density or something. Like maybe you just like take a quick tour of the shops and call it a day.
Yeah, which at this point, if you're not even close to entering Galleon yet, maybe that is the play.
If you told me to dive GBs, I definitely would have picked caves, but
Do we know about another potion here though? So we've found diving and
whatever's in the monkey port igloo.
We know there's in the monkey port igloo, but there is still a third, I think.
What is he looking for? I guess he's looking for triangle. Maybe pull triangle here. Right? Sax is already needed for Helm, so this would fit for like overlapping key 8 paths. I mean, hey, I'll take 2 GBs too. That's pretty great as well. As far as density goes, this isn't too bad to do. Mike kind of needs a Hail Mary right now to like find triangle to like make up a ton of time. And he's trying a bunch of unorthodox stuff. He's trying...
Unfortunately, Aztec Tunnels is foolish, but I don't know if he's read that hint pack yet.
I think that's part of the 36, so... No.
Yeah.
How about matching game? This would go crazy.
Blueprint.
Good try. Is Obiyo dumping to get into a castle?
Yeah.
I mean, why not, I guess. It's better density than just about anything else you're gonna do. If you've, like, partially cleared all these 5 levels, then you're gonna have a better time running through a fresh level, collecting things as you go, than just about anywhere else.
And neither have gone back for that Forest Cranky Diddy way the Horde, though, right? We haven't missed something?
They have not. I think that's gonna be... Oh, I stand corrected.
Whoa.
Oh, that is what Mike needed. A monkey port out of nowhere on Aztec Donkey Metal.
I mean, fortunately for Obiyo, that is going to be hinted if you step on...
If you collect
never mind.
45 GBs, perhaps.
Okay, the James Shops was also hinted 7 to Diddy. Okay,
well,
never mind.
Well, alright. That solves that problem. So what is on... So it's Triangle then, on Forest Cranky Diddy, right?
Most likely at this point, yeah. But do they remember? They may have forgotten that's a way of the Horde.
Yeah, right?
Because I personally forgot about it until you mentioned it.
Obiyo noted for not taking notes, which I still can't get over.
I forgot about it, and I have notes in front of me. He doesn't even have the notes.
We all miss stuff, yeah. I don't know. It's easier to keep things... I will say it's definitely easier to keep things straight when you have the controller in hand. You've got one screen to focus on. All the information is in front of you. You're locked in. This is a tournament qualifier. It's time to game. Strap in. It's easier to keep things in front of you that way. But,
I feel like assumptions that you've already made about, like, oh yeah, Aztec Lobby Barrel was peanuts. I feel like you came to that quicker than a typical racer could when they're also thinking about how do I route the level I'm in right now. You have all these other things that we don't have to think about.
Right.
So maybe like he is thinking about going to the castle underground still.
Could be. Here's the 28 pack for Mike. This tells him nothing good. What do you mean I need charge? Not too bad. If you just write down your hinted shops, life is good. Or if you write down shops that have potions in them, you'll be in fine shape. Pretty much it. But he's out at a factory to go get his tiny. Yoshi taking a bite out of Obiyo. Classic.
So yeah, this is the strat for getting Aztec DK medal without coconut, is opening up this tunnel and getting 20 bananas in there.
Pretty good. You have to do this, logically. This is the only way to get this medal without coconut. There's his monkey port. Life is good.
There it is.
That's one thing you might have wanted to see. Where's he going back to? He's headed to level 6. I think he might have forgotten that where's Cranky got hinted. Fortunately, Triangle is going to be like a...
Yeah, worst case scenario, he goes into Helm, it says Forest Shop.
But that'll knock a couple minutes off your time when every minute counts in the qualifiers.
Right, and like, comparing to Mike, like, yes, Mike has been sort of following his footsteps, but there's plenty of time to make up.
Oh, yeah. Like, if Mike doesn't need to do that...
Like, seeds fall apart in the end game, for sure, for some people.
Closing velocity, as I like to call it. Like, how fast can you close a seed out is a very hard skill.
Because you can have all your moves, but suddenly you're at 59 golden bananas, and then struggle to get those last couple golden bananas.
We got 2 beans. We are blessed today. So this is twirling, right? I don't think it can be anything else.
Gotta be.
Perfect. Life is good.
Yep.
Maybe he was banking on that being triangle. In any case, I don't think this is bad to like clear out the underground now. You got a foolish region, so you're not going to find anything else besides GBs in here. Well, you can find all sorts of garbage here, but you'll find a bunch of GBs in here. Which, oh, wouldn't you know it, that's what you're looking for right now. 64 is the name of the game.
Again, Galleon is good for density with treasure room, the shops, chests you can punch, but
problem is,
I don't think either of them know if they can enter Galleon.
Yeah, it could just cost 60 GBs to get in, and then the point is moot. I think you definitely dump all your blueprints to get into Galleon as soon as you can, but it's not a given. Oh, is Mike going for the Hail Mary counting game? Or the Hail Mary BFI?
That would be a good one, doing that without Slam. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, that'll be tough. Here it comes. Wait for it.
Is he going?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alt tweet. It happens to the best of us, truly.
We just need to hope for something like pineapple on that forest shop. Give us a mess for triangle.
We didn't call it earlier, but Obiyo did do the same thing in Dark Room, so all's fair.
Oh.
I'm an equal opportunity slanderist. Look at that, 3 more GBs for you. Bang. And tiny for Mike. Life is good. Things are coming together for him.
Let's see. Can we still get a hunky chunky minigame in Helm? I don't see.
Good.
Why not? Right? Punch is path to 8.
That's the real 2% we got to worry about, I guess. Yeah. And that could be a career ender. there. We got another hunky chunky casino just off to the races. E6 rolling in for Mike. And a bunch of GBs too.
Alright, can we enter Galleon with 49?
Exactly,
oh, wait.
yes!
Wait, did he check this? No,
No, he
hasn't
didn't,
done
because
the
you would have killed this.
Really just luck?
You would have killed this Spy for sure. He definitely just
Yeah.
got insanely lucky, but there is one to, you know,
Wow.
just want to help you out. And it is indeed forced mills exactly to Lanky, so...
Okay, so that does tell us that your barrels, at least, is not gonna...
Which then tells us...
Great.
Hang on. That then tells us Strong Kong is needed for Key 8 somehow. Is that because of the monkey port on that metal? I think it is.
The diving.
Oh, the diving. Okay. So it could be
But-
for a diving minigame or for monkey port on donkey metal, I think. Depending on where Coconut is. It does depend on where Coconut is. Oh, Coconut could just be diving locked and that would be sufficient. If Coconut is Strong Kong locked in any way, shape, or form, Strong Kong is logically required for the metal that had monkey port, which we know to be needed for Key 8. And diving, wouldn't you know, it locks a ton of stuff. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be just as simple as there's a diving minigame in Helm.
It-
too.
it-
That's
would-
like...
that would do it
feels
too.
like that always happens.
The point is that there's a lot of ways to solve this without
Yeah.
worrying about
Yeah.
Hunky Chunky destroying your Helm minigames. Which means the trap is laid. The bait is set. We've got him right where we want him. You know what? A lanky potion for the road. Why not?
Potion here.
What even is that? Do you buy that? I guess
You
if
have to.
If you don't
There's
realize
still-
you have a, if you don't realize you have an unresolved way of the horde, then I think you have to buy it. But
Right,
I
because
don't think you need to.
right now they're still looking for triangle.
Right.
Even though we have a good inkling it's in a forest shop.
Right. What is that? Sprint? Okay. Why not? We'll take it. Maybe that speeds up a Helm minigame. I don't know.
Yeah, so the reason we're so convinced that Key 7 is in Galleon Candy DK is because Peanuts was path to 7, and we have Galleon Candy DK's Way of the Horde. So we're very much expecting Key 7 to just be sitting in the candy over here.
Especially because our Diddy phase hints are now all resolved, so we don't have a solo Key 7 hint in Galleon shops. It just kind of fits there, and nothing else really makes sense. In any case, whatever you get here should lead you directly to Key 7, if nothing else.
So Obiyo did pause there to skip through some hints quickly, so maybe he did just read something that he had forgotten about earlier.
The problem is that you also bought bongos out of that shop. You bought bongos off of Forest Cranky Donkey, not Forest Cranky Diddy. And,
right.
And you know you needed bongos
easy to get
diving.
those confused. Yeah. You
So
could have
there is-
easily just thought the bongos were Way of the Horde.
So there is a concern here. Sure enough, Key 7. Life is good.
Hey, another peanut locked move here.
And it's Hunky Chunky, okay.
This is boring. That eliminates a Hunky Chunky minigame in Hell.
Yep, and now there's no Hunky minigame in Helm either, so we can't have nice things. Womp womp. And now our entire seed is solved. Alright, cool.
No,
Life is good.
no. Pineapple in Forest Cranky Diddy for a Hell minigame.
And then they go get the triangle hint in Helm and
And then Triangle Hint, and it is locked by
guitar. Got him.
Coconut.
Bang. Or coconut, yep. Boom, we got
I
him.
don't care
You know
which one of them, please.
You know what? We're putting in, just for you all, we're putting in Diddy Lower Cabin. Make it as grisly as possible. Oh wait, that's Rocket Barrel locked. We don't have Rocket Barrel hints. Alright, nice. It could be there.
Yeah, it's not Rocket Barrel.
No, it's not Rocket Barrel. We don't...
Wait.
Yep. It could be.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, we don't know anything about Rocket Barrel. Yeah.
It actually could be.
Good point.
It can't be the Mechfish, unfortunately. That is tragic, I know, but most of Galleon is dead between diving and, well, I guess not diving, but between Peanut and I guess it's really just Peanut that kills most of Galleon. Anything you do with the shipyard is pretty much dead now that we've solved both Key 7 and Lanky K. Rool. And DDK Rool. Mike pressing his luck to get into Galleon, but I don't think he's gonna be so
not
lucky.
That far off. Like,
no, but the problem is he hasn't gone back to Japes to pick up his charge, because he might be trying to like, oh, maybe I need to go to the castle to get my charge, but it's the other way around.
Was that Jape Shop's hint on 45 though?
I think it might be actually,
because that's not like from his perspective, he doesn't know that potion's required in Japes.
Hang on, let me check. It actually is on 45. That's so sad. So he's running a castle to get nothing. Actually, he can't even get into castle because it's 46.
Oh no.
And then he gets the hint, and it's like, oh, what do you do? Wait, what is that? Was that a vial up there? There's no way. I think Obiyo would have done it. He had Tor all the time, right? So yeah, no, it's not there. Yeah, nothing good here. Alright, density, density, density. Check out the treasure chest. What do we got here? Obiyo at 56 GBs and 3 blueprints, so he's at 59. He needs 5 for 5 here. And we've already whiffed with the Nintendo coin. And junk.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, bad beat. Forest for Mike. What's he thinking? Oh, he's thinking this shop that was hinted. Here we go. Finally, we got some action.
Okay, we're finally gonna see it.
Is this coconut?
Oh,
Coconut in the treasure chest? Oh my god. So, yep, that's diving locked, which means it's bongo's locked, which means strong Kong is logically required for your monkey port, which means here's triangle out of this shop. Bang.
Okay.
So Obiyo just needs to remember that this guy is here and he's good to go. But push comes to shove at 64. You go get your hints and you're off to the races. But he is flying right now. This is a pace.
Yeah, 110. Basically, go mode if you either... I mean, yeah, worst case, he goes to Helm, gets the hint. Like, it's not that bad if he doesn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Just need a couple more gold bananas.
Hey, what is Mike cooking with O-stand?
And he unfortunately just needs more gold bananas. We're getting these other levels, I guess, since he's not remembering... Or no, he doesn't know about Chimpy Charge yet.
Alright, is there a trick to Goomba stomping Kasplats? I feel like sometimes I knock him out in 2 and sometimes I knock him out in 20.
So that one specifically in the lighthouse, you do the same thing as all the others, where if you hit them while they're knocked down, it gets them down to 1 health. So you jump on him, and then while he's still down, you jump on him again. And it looks like nothing happens, but that actually sends him down to 1 health, and then when you jump on him again...
It looks like nothing, but you've actually sent him to the Shadow Realm, I see.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's if you just keep jumping on him after he stands up, then you're doing minimal damage with each of those, and it takes forever.
Huh. There you go. Obviously, I was asking for chat, not for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that was obviously for chat.
Yeah. Ignore the anecdote at the beginning. James Shops, what? Although he might think that's Rocket Barrel, because that's Rocket Barrel. Rocket Barrel was there. He's got to remember, there's something else on Tiny's shop. Alright, there we go. He has recalled. Here is his charge. Life is good.
I mean, he didn't get Tiny until, like, recently, honestly, so...
That's true. That's true, but the problem is that the Rocket Barrel Alf Cranky looks really good for that hint, so you have to, like, find a way to tie them together.
Yeah.
Like, say, if Peanut is in the underground, and you need to do the mech fish, say... No, because diving isn't fit. It's not diving. Oh, jeez. That actually is kind of a mess, isn't it?
Alright, Obiyo going to Helm with 62? Or no.
More?
63.
He got his coconut in the treasure chest, which bails him out. And I think Mike cleared up top and has one more, and meanwhile he gets caught. #1 cop on the force. Chunky's room is the first room, so the helm hint will be readily available. Obiyo will pick it up and be like, oh, I forgot about you. Okay. Or, I mean, in a disaster world, he might think it's on Forest Funky. But I don't... Surely you go take another look at Cranky, just in case. Just to, like, hedge your bets here.
Yeah.
Like, can I really get everything off Cranky? Like, are we sure with that one? Please? We'll give a little heart attack
in
for
Helm
the road.
Lobby.
We give him a little bit of a panic attack here, no big deal. Just a little bit. Shops in Fungi Forest. Oh.
Yeah, from the commentator's perspective, we know it's go mode, but
we know
Obiyo
it's
is missing the triangle.
It's both no mode and there's nothing in Helm that could destroy us.
Yeah.
Hang on, read your shops. Forest Cranky Diddy. There it is. That's the hint. That's the hint. That's where
There
the triangle
is.
is.
It's right there. Forest Cranky
It's
Diddy.
right there. I'm pointing at the screen. I don't think he's been back to Forest since he picked up Diddy and Aztec. So
I think the theory earlier of maybe just thinking that that's where you found bongos. Like you
Right.
got the Forest Cranky Diddy. Diddy and Donkey both start with the same letter. It's very easy to mix those up.
that has bricked my hints more than once.
Like
More
I have
times than I like to admit.
verbal, like it'll say something like Caves Baboon Blast, and then I like just write down the wrong level and and I verbally say it wrong too.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that location names are like that sometimes. I think location names are a little bit wacky. We have more control over region names, and there's been some intentional choices made to make the region names use distinct words, even though you could use the same word a couple times. Like, you could call a bunch of different regions underground, but there's very few that actually get underground. Like, we could have called Japes Caves and Mines Japes Underground, but it's Castle Underground, so to prevent some mix-ups there, it's named slightly differently.
But like when you're trying to go this fast and keep track of your hints in just a matter of seconds, it is very easy to still slip up.
Alright, off to Helm. Here we go. 2 rooms of Helm and then 3 phases of K-Rool, and Obiyo is done. He's ripping into Helm at a 115, which is very fast. I'll be feeling real good about that one. And for all Mike's hangups, all he's got to do is go get his peanut out of Aztec Lobby, run to Galleon,
Yeah.
and he's done, pretty much. So it's just getting to 64 as well.
Yeah.
He's got his Helm instruments, he's got everything he needs. Alright, get out of here. See ya. Where do I go for GBs? Where do I go for GBs? Where's the answer? What's the answer? Isles. Love Isles. Here we go.
Yep, I love Isles.
Squawks found something. It's a GB. It's what we were looking for. Here we go. 50 hint. Mills. Whatever.
Mills Lanky.
Yep. That solves some. That answers some questions. What a mess. I wonder how many people in this race lobby actually pulled Chunky without vines. That might have made you a ton of time back, but it's super hard. So actually doing it has got to be crazy hard.
People may have tried it once and then realized, like, I was not even close.
Yeah, they realize that they're just not built different. Back to caves. What is he thinking in caves? I'm surprised he hasn't gone to Aztec Lobby yet. That's where Peanuts is. And it's hinted way the Horde. I guess running back to old shops isn't too bad. Fair bit of density here. Buying GBs is some of the fastest GBs you can get.
Yeah, what? Mike is 52. He's getting there.
He doesn't need to go through. He doesn't need to run through Galleon. Galleon is relatively cheap, so he'll be able to run the Galleon now if he gets his peanut first. Which you should. I'll say it again. You should really do that right now. All right, is that the last room for Obiyo? I think so. Cutscene skip. Bang.
And wow, the cutscene skip.
Go 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 go.
It's always the best when you get the cutscene skip after you've done one of the barrels, and you're like, "Nice, I got it." You're like, wait, there was no cutscene.
You just play your instrument for absolutely no reason in particular, but it felt good, right? So that's what counts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And other fun things to tell yourself. Alright. Diddy, Tiny, Lanky. That's our order. We actually didn't know any order at all. We got no phases overlapped at all, so we had no idea what the order was in our hints, from our hints, so that's fun. So, naturally, we put the tiny phase in the middle to make you really sweat. That's the good stuff.
Well done!
The ever fun Diddy phase of just violently abusing collision until the lights fall down. Don't try this at home.
I mean, you should. That was clean.
That was really nice. Alright, time to stew in the boot. Turn up the heat, or the pressure cooker. Mike stepping on the gas. GB, 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 go, go, go. Got his peanut. They're gonna do a little more hunting for GBs, not really needing to run to the shipyard quite yet. No rush, I don't think, actually.
I mean, for all you know, there could be 5 GBs on the shops over there.
Yeah. He's at 55 with 1 blueprint, so he needs 8 more. It's a bit of a tall ask. I think that's a little bit of a tall ask out of 2 shops. You need a few extra. So let's go check On Guard, let's go check Kevin. Try our luck at the shops. You have the treasure chest to work with too, so maybe it is easier than I think.
For the fast seed, I blocked off 4 hours of my day for this.
Wow, really? That's a very safe bet. I mean, you never know. A 4-hour seed may strike at any time.
My mom needed help building a TV, and I was like, okay. I gave her a time 4.5 hours after this race start time. Like, surely it won't be over 4.
We can just yap. We turn the post-stream talking to DK64 Randomizer.com's podcast episode 1. Chatting with the gang about this seed.
Let's go practice Divine minigame with DK, guys. with no vines.
You know, some people are booting up the practice ROM or booting up this seed to like run it back and like, all right, how do we actually do this? How hard is this to actually do? Boot down.
Does it really help you that much? This seed? You still.
You do kind of need to parcel out vines, I guess, but it lets you skip O-stand out of the Thornvine, or lets you skip O-stand out of the training grounds, but it gets hinted way the horde anyway.
But you needed Grape to get, like, Grape was the hard part, not really the training grounds. Like, doing that forest boss to Grape and then to get vines and then to get O-stand, that's what. Just having to do all that, you're bound to sort of not do it in the perfect order.
Yeah, and not having Chunky kind of like railroads you into doing it in the right order, so. A little camera shenanigans there. I think Obiyo still got the angle on it. The ever tricky lanky phase. Gotta make sure you have a lanky phase on lock. All important. The seed is almost done. Almost done, and oh boy, here comes Obiyo. He's trying to jockey his position in the race time. What is his time looking like right now? For as fast as this is, a 124? Maybe? Oh, don't tell me I jinxed him. Low 125? Very low 125. That is a 125 flat, which puts him at 8th in the race time. And wouldn't you know it, he got the pleasure today of witnessing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people finish while he was in lanky phase.
Wait.
Isn't that amazing?
Wait, oh my gosh. Etiquette.
Did he get 10th again?
10th?
I can't believe it. He's done it again. He's done the impossible. There's no way. Main man Etiquette has hit 10th in every single qualifier he's run, and he just did it again. How?
yeah. For those not aware of the storyline here, that is Etiquette's 4th or 5th. How many in a row is it?
Oh my god.
That is his 5th in a row of 10th place.
What the heck? That's wild. Let's pull in Obiyo. He's joining us now. Hello, GG.
GG.
You got a little taste of what I had the other day, where you gotta watch 4 people finish while you're in lanky phase. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the group of like 10 people that finished within the minute the other day too.
You were in that mess too. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so I'm used to this.
It seems we got a new bundle for the race mods to deal with.
I think this is like my 3rd quali in a row, and I'm like close to somebody else that I need to get lead timed or something. So
we're gonna get some crazy bracket races, is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm seeing. That's wild. So here's how our top times ran down. We got in first place at a blistering 114, Charles Jarls. What an absolute beast. Crushed it. I mean, I want to know if he stole Chunky without vines. That would have been crazy.
I already confirmed he did not.
He did not.
He was instantly asking me, Connor, is that possible without vines? Nope. So he did not do it.
It is, but boy howdy, it's hard. And I don't know how much it would have helped you. I wonder if Qualifier did, because Qualifier takes 2nd place at a 117. Mumbo gets a 117 as well in 3rd. Tudos, the boss man himself, takes his 4th place. Apparently a PB at a 123.29, and he kind of opened the floodgates a little bit. Because then 30 seconds later, you get Bori. 30 seconds later, you get Barry. 20 seconds later, you get Generic. 6 seconds later, you get Obiyo. 5 seconds later, you get King of Yami Makai. 6 seconds later, you get Etiquette. It just did an absolute blitz from 4th to 10th within a minute and a half. A little over that. Yeesh. Chaos. What'd you make of the seed, man? That was a funny, some funny traps in there.
Dude, I was so happy to see that you needed vines for that Chunky, because I tried to get up the slope, but I really struggled to do it on Imu. Like in 64, I can do it every time, but like on MU, I really struggle, so I gave up on it. So when I came back with Osten and saw that you needed vines anyway, I was like, oh, thank you. This won't be that bad. But...
Yeah, we had no clue it was a Vines minigame because neither of you made it up there. So that is fortunate that it ended up working out like that.
Yeah, I got really lucky on that. But honestly, I really struggled GB-wise this seed. I had no money to buy. Like, I kept going into shops to buy GBs and being out of money, like, many times.
Jeez.
And then at the end, I was really struggling to find GBs. And then I even went to the chest, and I only found 1 out of 5 GBs. So I was like... it did not help my time.
I was like, alright, he needs to hit 5 for 5 here, and he bombs out with the Nintendo coin and a junk. Great.
At least I got Coconut Gun, which gave me 1 GB in Isles, but, you know.
It's something.
Something. Wait, it was rough. I also forgot that it was the DD like, triangle on Forest Shop. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, it's a little
So I went for the
unfortunate.
hint. It wasn't like a huge time loss, because, you know, at least I didn't have to go through the first phase of Helm with, like, Tiny.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, like, too bad, but obviously I probably lost, like, a bunch of position because of that.
Yeah, in a lobby as crazy as this, like, a minute
Yeah.
can just, like, swing so far. A minute either way brings you up 4 places or down 4 places. It's crazy.
I mean, you have to remember with the way the calculations work, like the placement doesn't matter. Like you can fall 5 places, but if you're all close in time, you get the same, roughly the same score anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. That's much easier to say when you're winning two in a row. I'm just gonna put that out there, but no big deal.
I didn't win all of them.
Yeah,
I had my share of struggles.
heavy is the head that wears the crown, but boy, that head sleeps well at night. And Mike races through Helm. He had a little 64 GB incident trying to figure out how to get the last couple, and the music is just perfect for that.
Yeah, I was
What-
thinking about where to go, but then I just kept, you know, being out of money or, you know, not finding GBs, and it was really. I feel like the GB progression was really rough.
Mm.
That's probably like why some of the times are, like really fast. Like if you have the money or you just find the GBs, like you save so much time to see it.
Yeah, I've always wondered like how much differs between top, like what checks the top times do. Do they do the same checks and just one person does them faster? Do they do the same checks but in a different order and one order is faster? I'm just kind of curious about that, but I don't know.
Yeah, there are some people that do go through and do like comparisons and see how they can improve, and
Right.
it's
I can guess who.
a lot
but
of work. Yeah.
it couldn't be me.
Welcome to bonus stage.
One question: when you were like, I guess after you had like cleared caves, and then like you went back to Japes, did the Japes boss, back to the forest boss. What were you thinking during those bosses? Like you see a yellow potion, then you see a blue potion.
Dude, I thought for sure it was Strong Kong, but I was like, I'm still gonna do it just in the off case. It's like, you know, something that I need to progress because I still need a 4 DK move. And then I see, what was it? It was Grab. I was like, oh, nice. Now I just go to Forest and it's gonna be something and it's just a metal. Like, oh my god, where do I go now? So I just
Yeah.
decided to complete DK Metal and do the boss. And then boss, I saw the potion. I was like, oh great, that's O-Stand. I can get Chunky. Turns out it's great, but like, oh my god, something else now. It just keeps on, you know, more things to do.
I saw somebody floating around in chat. One boss that looks required but is bait, and one boss that looks like bait but is required.
Yeah, exactly.
Little did you know that grave got you the vines needed for Chunky after all.
And
Yeah, I was really
O-Stand.
happy for that.
Just all over the place. It's madness.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Utter
Yeah,
madness.
my plan was actually to get to Factory, get Tiny, and then go get Chunky. But then when I realized it was like level 5, and there was like a decent amount of GB required, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
We were trying really hard to make the seed worse than it was, I tell you what. We were trying so hard to come up with scenarios like, alright, Castle Underground, let's give us a slam lock check, and then you gotta just like find one of the slams. And then immediately, and I'm talking like within like 2 minutes, one of you gets the hint pack that says, oh, it's just the candy. It's just the candy Kasplat. It's like, alright, well, there goes that one. Okay, so let's put a hunky chunky minigame in Helm. Oh, nope, it's peanut lock, so it can't actually be in Helm.
Welcome to bonus stage.
The seed was nice. The seed was nice. If a
It
little,
was nice.
if it's got, if only slightly filled with bait.
Yeah, if only it had a little more GBs or rainbow coin, either way would have been better, but...
I mean, you can say it right, any seed. Just give me a random 5-pack of GBs just out of nowhere. Would love that. If every treasure chest had 4 GBs in it, we'd have world peace.
I was really hoping, I'm like, oh, I can get the 3 or 4 in there, probably, and then just go buy or find one somewhere. But no, it had to be 1. So that made things interesting. Made it work.
Here we go. Mike gets to the joys of running into K. Rool. I wonder how many people he gets to watch finish in race time during these phases. In these huge lobbies, it's just...
Yeah, when you have 42 people racing...
It's like, a given. Like...
You know you're probably like 10 people at the same time in Carol or something.
Yeah, unless you win, you will watch somebody finish. In the... unless you literally win the race, you will watch somebody finish in K-Rool. It's crazy.
And like, you can be on 124 pace, and that doesn't matter. There's going to be 5 other people that also get 124s.
Holy moly, is that a shadow from Diddy Kong Racing 64 races? Oh, I bet they're pretty sweet. Love me some Diddy Kong Racing. Some of the finest music.
DKR doesn't stand for Donkey Kong Randomizer 64.
I know, right? It took me a couple reads. We're just arriving at the end of our scene here as Mike is dropping some lights on K. Rool. Get him out of here, get a time in the books. What else? Nonsense. What other nonsense do we have in here? I really like the ambiguous Outer Isles hint. For one of Mini or Feather, and you just don't know which one. But they're both there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I always check the cage. Like, I always check the Isles cages if I have the gun, so it was just like fortunate that it was there.
Mm-hmm. That is nice. I mean, without any other Tiny K-Rool hints, that's actually super awkward. It just mercifully is in the best possible spot for it. Like, imagine it's somewhere far worse. Like, I don't know. It's something featherlocked. It's solely featherlocked.
It's like a metal somewhere that's featherlocked.
Oh,
yeah, because only one of those was hinted, and we don't know which. Just got lucky that the other was there.
Yep. Got away with one, but that's alright. We'll take it. I mean, there's so many small things that have to go right. Like Rocket Barrel, unhinted, but not in a hard spot to find. Works out in the wash. There's a Jape's shop hint that like kind of looks like it might be pointing to Rocket Barrel. Like Key 7, Diddy K-Rool, like maybe that's your Rocket Barrel, because Rocket Barrel's used for Diddy K-Rool. No, it's the charge you need for the bonus barrel.
Yeah, I mean, I figured Peanut was on Aztec Lobby because of the hints. And then I think I went back to Jay's before I got the hint, just because I remembered the potion.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that just works out pretty well. I can just go get Peanut now. And I kind of... And then I expected Peanut to be in Key 7 to be in Galleon because of Peanut. And then we got the hint eventually that it was, so...
There was nothing that like directly told you Key 7 was a Galleon. You just knew there was a way to horde shop back there, and nothing else really fit that spot.
Exactly.
It could have been like maybe a Helm instrument, but once you start getting implications that like, wait, Peanut, because of the Diddy K-Rool connection, this is where Peanut is, so then Peanut locks only Key 7, which means it has to be exactly there.
Well, because I forgot Triangle and Forest, I had it thought maybe this is Triangle, but, you know, in hindsight, obviously it wasn't.
Yeah, well, that one gets sorted out by not being on the path to Key 8. Like, because the Peanut was only on the path to Key 7, the only thing that could have been in the shipyard was Key 7. Or maybe like a Slam or something evil.
A Slam to go check all of the castle and factory. Nice.
Yeah, good luck.
number game would have made its revenge.
Oh, not again. Not again. All right, one phase to go for Mike. Let's go. Yeah, some other things that made a big difference in the seed. Pulling diving out without Strong Kong was huge. You gotta be able to do that igloo deathless, or not deathless, but you gotta be able to do it without Strong Kong. Yeah, we'll save you.
Yeah, that was one part that allowed you to pull ahead from Mike, because Mike did not do that without Strong Kong.
He tried once and then left. I don't know if he thought he saw something there. I'll have to ask him about it, but
yeah,
it looks like he might have thought
easy
something was there, and then he
forget.
reconsidered when you get a hint that says there's 3 potions in the igloo. It's like, am I really sure there were no potions in that one?
Yeah, that's why when I was trying to get into, I think, Castle, I went back to Igloo, because I was like, I'm just gonna try to get GBs, or I get the potion that helps me there. But I just ended up finding GBs and then being able to progress.
Alright, one more slip for Mike. Here we go, here we go. Line it up. Ease it. Send it. Send it home with a 139.42. Good for 25th in a very competitive lobby.
25 people with sub 140.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
In Season 2, that is unheard of. In Season 3, I mean, you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. Let's go pull Mike in. Say hey. Mornin, MikeChamp, how you doing?
Not great, but
Yeah. That seed had a lot of traps, that's for sure.
my early game was really rough, and then the last 2 GBs took way too long to find.
That's last GBs is being better. That's part of the course, really. That's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I think the early game was a bit of a weird one, though. That's for sure. A lot of back and forth. A surprise. Oh no, you actually do need vines for Chunky. Get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't even check the barrel when I was there the first time, so
Yeah.
I fortunately didn't get baited by that until after I had vines. So
Neither of you did, and apparently the word's going around that nobody's doing that without vines. I want to know if anyone did, and I can only imagine the shockwaves it would have on the rest of the seed. But even if you knew, I guess if you know it's a vines game, that might change your routing. But if you didn't know it was a vines game and we're waiting for O-Stand, it didn't really matter because O-Stand was vines locked anyway. But worked out in the wash. So what was your plan for Donkey's Igloo? Do you have a?
well, I went in there the first time and attempted it, and then got like a bunch of small bananas and failed and didn't see what was inside. So I just
Okay.
left and forgot about it. So
I was a little
Eventually-
afraid that you had seen it and thought it wasn't a potion. 'Cause that's happened before, and that's
yeah.
a bit dangerous.
I knew I'd probably need to go back and check that if I ever found Strong Kong, and then I found Strong Kong and Bongos and was like, oh yeah, I can probably go back and do that, can't I? Lo and behold, diving.
Wild and wacky.
Most of the rest of the seed wasn't bad, except Hype Chest only having 1 GB in it.
Yeah, I got baited too.
That's a
Went in
tragic
there
one.
being like, we need like maybe 3 GBs in the Hype Chest and we're good to go. There's 1 in Coconut Gun.
Yeah, I needed 5 and I found 1, so it was like pretty sad.
Yeah, it did feel like around the 40 like golden banana mark that you probably had a good idea of how to route the rest of the seed. It's just you need so many more golden bananas to make it to Helm.
And then the rest of the seed didn't have easy GBs for you to just grab as you go.
If only. If only. It's never quite so simple, is it? Never quite so simple to just dump a bunch of GBs in front of you. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe that's because we got Japes early, so kind of front-loaded it, and then things just stalled off. I don't know. Hard to say.
Getting Tiny and Diddy were pretty late. With all the memes in the first 3 levels, you couldn't move on. Get your other Kongs.
Diving in
Means in the first 3 levels, having to piece together diving, which took me a bit longer than it should have. Go all the way to the back of Aztec for Diddy.
Diving's a bit of a mess. On top of that, 18 GBs to get a level 4 is on the high side. And then I don't even know what level 5 was, but by the time you get to level 4, I guess you just buy a bunch of GBs.
22.
Yeah, 22 isn't bad to get in the 5. But 18 to get in the 4 is a little bit rocky with those first 3 levels and so few Kongs. You only had 3 Kongs to work with, really.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely slowed things down. The believers were down tremendous. It was looking good for him, but then it all came crumbling down. The bean levers,
Probably,
though.
Yeah, bean levers won big.
Huge.
Yeah, there was no way you were missing that bean.
Absolutely not. If anyone missed that, I'd be shocked. No one is in a perfect
You're
spot
looking
to
for
go
tiny on Kasplats and you don't kill a Kasplat? Come on.
Right. Tiny Onica Splat, and it's one on the way to the one where Tiny is. It's like, you gotta get that guy for sure. Good times, good times. Another qual in the books. Here we go.
So I'm not sure if you guys mentioned this. Etiquette, 10th place yet again.
You did it again.
I think that makes, what, 5, 6? All the ones he's been in?
That's a lot. It's unbelievable. I mean, hopefully he doesn't get 10th place in the 1v1s, but like, I don't know how he keeps doing it. Woohoo. I think that just about wraps us up here, huh? What to do? Okay. Yeah, that puts the qual in the books for us here over on DK64Randomizer.com. Season 3 tournament qualifier number 8. I just ripped the whole title card. Unbelievable. That was a fun one. I hope y'all enjoyed watching. If you did, I see you on YouTube. You're out there. You're kicking. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill.
And come back Wednesday for a special Wednesday, right?
Ooh, a Wednesday qual. Yeah, I think it's a late Wednesday.
Yep. 10 Eastern.
Very interesting. Ooh, that is very late. Gotta get your quals in if you want to make the tourney. We're running out of time. This is number 8. There's only 7
Halfway
left.
through.
I did a lot. Math is hard, kids. I got there in the end. There's 7 left. That'll be a wrap for us today. Where are we headed? Let's send y'all off somewhere. Some good old donk action. Let's see. If y'all off to some 101 action. Looks like a 101 race is firing right now. Wild times. Unbelievable. Y'all are eager to watch more donks, so here's some 101 action for you. Reading good old friend of the stream Bismuth. Send y'all off. Thanks for watching, team. Hope y'all had a good one. We'll catch you in the next one, Wednesday, 10 Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern. Gonna be interesting. Fun times. Every one of these qualifiers has been wild. You don't want to miss any of these. So we'll see you then. Attendance will be taken. Rest assured. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.